lot of Chicago Bears fans are wondering if it makes sense to just flat out sit Justin Fields out for the rest of the season. Let's talk about it. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports. I'm back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears season-long Bears coverage right here on the channel. Make sure you're locked in. Make sure you're tuned in. Hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. All right, so the question is, does it make sense? Should the Chicago Bears shut down Justin Fields for the rest of the season due to his injury? So let's start with this. The injury itself, a separated shoulder on his left side with partially torn ligaments. We know that Justin Fields sitting out until he's 100% makes the most sense. And that is why I basically said last week that they should just sit him out against the Jets. And now against the Packers, if he is still not 100%, you sit him out and potentially even through the bye week. But now if we're talking about the rest of the season, here's where I'm at. With the caveat that Justin Fields is fully healthy and 100% recovered from his injury that he's dealing with right now, the answer is no. I do not want to shut Justin Fields down for the rest of the season. Again, that caveat, very important. If he is anything less than 100% and putting him out there could potentially re-injure that shoulder and put him in harm's way and, put a damper on his long-term health outlook, absolutely not. Don't want Justin out there. But if he is 100% and medically cleared, good to go, he won't re-injure his shoulder or put it at risk for re-injury being out there, I want Justin out there. Now, that may seem selfish of me to say that because I want to watch Justin Fields play, but hear me out. Justin Fields could be out there and we could still achieve our goal of getting that number 2 overall pick by losing games just due to the fact that our schedule is so daunting. Folks, we play the Eagles, we play the Bills, we play the Packers, we play the Vikings. Like, we play playoff teams, or not the Packers really, but the rest of them. We play top teams in the NFL over our remaining games. All right? So Fields could still play, and not due to any of his fault. We could still lose all our games because we're just deficient on talent. So why am I saying I still want Fields out there? A couple of reasons. Number one, game reps are the most valuable thing you can get. As much as you study the tape, as much as you're, watching, as much as you're getting coaching, tutelage, whatever the case is, game reps, experience, you cannot replicate it. And Fields is still a young quarterback. And I want him to get that game reps. I want him to get that experience. And especially against the best competition, which you'll need to beat in order to do anything significant in this league. Yeah, I want Justin to get that. I want Justin to get that experience. Okay? Again, caveat being he's fully healthy. Number 2, chemistry. Justin Fields has not gotten the chemistry down with the rest of these Bears receivers, right? We're talking about Chase Claypool, who we just acquired. Definitely doesn't have the chemistry down with Chase. Use the rest of these games to get on the same page instead of having to use the offseason, and then you got to use like the first half or the first quarter of the next season to get that chemistry. Instead, just build it right now, get it ready, locked and loaded. Come next season, you can shoot right out game 1 and have that chemistry. Chase Claypool's number 1 on that list. We got Velus Jones Jr., obviously him as well. We invested draft capital in him. And, Byron Pringle and Equanimeous St. Brown, not really as important because these guys are on minimum contracts and they're really not going to be in the future of the Bears, but certainly Cole Kmet, right? So getting this chemistry down, getting the reps down, that's going to be most important, especially with Chase Claypool. This is the biggest one with him because he is somebody we invested a second-round pick in. He's going to be here for a while. All right, so you want to get the chemistry down with him. And number 3, this kind of alludes to the point earlier. I really do believe that the competition that Fields will face will set him up better for success moving forward. The game reps that I alluded to earlier are great, but if Justin Fields was playing like 5 very mediocre teams, like let's say we had played the Texans and the Lions are decent, but still we had played these really porous teams like the Broncos or like the Raiders, for example, and Justin was playing really well against them, you would think, hey, we got to see what he's going to do against the top teams. Well, we have that opportunity in the last couple of games. You get to play the Bills, the Eagles, and these top defenses. Let's see what that does for Justin. Okay? So that's why I'm for it. Again, my caveat at the beginning, I said, and I stand by it, he has to be fully healthy, 100%, no chance of re-injury by being put out there. But if that is the case, I want Justin back. When do I want him back? I want him back after the bye week. That is my preference. He sits out against the Packers, sits out, obviously, during the bye week, gets fully healthy, and then he's back for the remaining games against the Bills, the Eagles, the Lions, and the Vikings. That is my preference for Justin Fields. I do not want him to be shut out for the rest of the season. Let's see what happens. Where are you guys at? Do you want Justin shut down for the rest of the season? If you do, leave a comment down below. Let me know why. Agree, disagree, as always. Thanks.